parents were frugal and they drank horrible coffee, but they were very conscious about their process and rituals around the horrible coffee. I have an appliance timer on the back of my espresso machine. It turns on about an hour before everybody wakes up. They had that on theirs too, so there are these odd threads in common about how important it is to have something like ready to go. That ritual of having a warmed up espresso machine waiting for me, making a quick cappuccino before I do basically anything else, including put on pants. That's been a feature of my life for many years. When I was first experimenting as a hobbyist, a lot of it was like how coffee flavor changed over time. After roasting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, that was very compelling to me. And then a lot of it with espresso was textural. And so the way that people could extract espressos to have like these different textures, some I thought were more pleasant than others, was very fascinating to me, and that spurred me on to do experiments of my own. I used to say on the island of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. So I didn't know a ton about coffee, but we would do things very differently than other cafes at that time. There's different reasons that people go out to coffee, but one of the principal ones, in my opinion, is that just people want to be taken care of. They want what I call the primary experience, and that's having a really delicious coffee made by a very hospitable coffee professional, and that's why our stores tend to be more empty than other stores, is because we don't want anything to get in the way of that primary experience. About a year ago I moved, and for many years I had an old one group 110 San Marco lever from the 70s or 80s. So moving, new kitchen, I didn't want to run plumbing. It's the natural choice for me to get something that was much like making coffee in the lab was the Mini. The thing I like about making coffee on the Linea Mini is that I just don't notice that I'm making coffee on a home machine, that I could be in the lab, I could be behind the bar. It just feels like I'm making coffee behind any Lamarzocco. I brew the 17-foot ceiling, which I came up with long ago for a Mint Plaza. It's pretty classic, it's caramelly, pretty thick. As long as I'm measuring reasonably well and the coffee is within a reasonable time off roast, then I'll be all right. I won't get anything that, makes me furious. Can't have that first thing in the morning.